Thank you for tuning into Kuda Design, and don't forget to like, comment, and even share this video on how to get your left chest logo placement. And people also wanted to know exactly what do I use. Sometimes I use the heat press machine, and a lot of times I use my traditional iron because everyone doesn't have a heat press. But first, what I like to do is I also like to use a graph. So I'm doing 7.5 and I'm doing 4.5 because this is a 3X shirt. And then what I like to do is I like to use this graph, and I line these lines up with the seam where the buttons fall. And then this little indent allows that pin to stay right there. And then what I like to do is I like to take the whatever I'm sewing, ironing on there, is to fold it in half and make sure the bottom of the letters match up. And with that, you can also line the bottom of the letters up with the line in this graph, matching the center of right where that pin is. And then that allows you to move this. Now in this case, because I'm also putting the name at the top, I'm going to do the same with that. I'm going to fold it in half, matching up the bottom letters with that, and make sure that everything is in place like so. And then once I do that, I can now line these lines up with that. You can also eyeball it to make sure that you like the way it's placed, and you can do that. And even with that, you can take your graph and put the letters on there, make sure that it's lined up, and you can see that the junior and the vice president lines up with these lines perfectly, and this lines up perfectly. So now we're ready to go ahead and heat it on there. Like here, I have the traditional heat press machines over there for garments as well as using it for hats. But in this case, I'm going to show you how I do it with just using a 100% cotton terry cloth and your traditional iron. You can do that a few times, and then after that you remove it, you take it, peel it off, and voila. And then what I like to do is just to add a reinforcement is I just go over it a few more times without anything being on there, just to kind of lock it in there. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to remember to like, comment, share.